Hi everybody, it's Nunu and I am here with you in our assignment regarding 4-term paper evaluations. Now we have 2 due dates for this assignment. We have a Sunday, November 29th due date for the 4-term paper evaluations, and we also have a Sunday due date on December 6th for the discussion about the papers. So what is this all about? Let's survey this assignment and find out. Okay, let's start first with this dizzying animation. I put at the top the apple, get your teach on, if you can read that as it rotates. That's appropriate because that's exactly what you're going to do in this assignment. You will be a teacher. I told you early on in this class that we will transpose roles, that you will sometimes become the teacher, and you're going to do that in this assignment. Okay, so surveying this assignment, we have the click here icon with my discussion essay rubric, how I evaluate this assignment. Below it, we have our directions. So let's look at them, and let me put me here so that I'm not in the way. Our overview to this assignment. 4 students in an English 101 class have written the first draft of their term paper about causes of and solutions to low student success rates in the U.S. public education system. Seem familiar? It is. It's exactly your topic. They were given these term paper directions in this link right here to follow, and their term paper drafts are below. You have links to student W, student X, student Y, and student Z. You will want to click on these links and read them, and definitely their papers. Now, what are you going to do regarding these 4 term papers? Well, let's find out. This is part 1, due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, November 29th, 2020. Number 1, come up with a detailed essay rubric for the term paper. Descriptions of an A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, and F grade. Remember that the basis of comparison should be the same for all the grades. In other words, students need to be evaluated according to how well they achieve the same learning objectives for the term paper. And I have here, see the discussion essay rubric above for help. So let me show you what a rubric looks like. Now, you've already seen this rubric because you've clicked on it, but let's look at it again. Okay, you'll want to peruse this, you'll want to look through this, my description of an A grade, a B grade, a C grade, a D grade, and an F grade. So read through this carefully. As you do, you'll see that I use the exact same basis of comparison, the same criteria, conditions, or requirements for the term paper, and that I'm evaluating students on how well they achieve these criteria, these conditions or requirements. So that is the difference between an A grade and a B grade. These are all the same conditions or requirements, and the description of the grade, whether it's an A or a B, a C, D, or F, changes according to how well the writer achieved the criteria, which are the same. So read this very carefully, okay? I'm going to go back into our directions. We covered part 1, which is you must create a discussion rubric for the term paper and essay rubric. And can you use my essay rubric? Can you use it as a model? Absolutely, but don't copy it exactly. I want to see your thinking in here, okay? Now, 2. Grade each paper as A, B, C, D, or F according to the essay rubric you create. You can add a plus or minus to a grade if you wish, for example, A minus, B plus, or C minus. 3. In 250 words, 1 page, justify each grade to the student, telling the student what works and doesn't work in the term paper. You should have a total of 4 papers for all 4 paper evaluations. So you will have a total of 1,000 words. You have 250 words, which is roughly 1 typewritten page. You will have 1 typewritten page for every essay providing feedback to the students, okay, as to why you gave the student an A grade, a C grade, an F grade, a B grade, a D grade, whatever grade you gave, all right? And what are we going to do next week with this assignment? We have part 2 due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, December 6, 2020. And we have 3 things you need to do. First, tell us what you learned from grading 4-term paper drafts and designing that rubric. Did you pick up useful tips for your term paper, useful tips about writing? Did this help you and inform you as to what works and doesn't work in a term paper, kind of clarify your thoughts for you? That's what I want to know. 2, evaluate 4 pairs grades for the term paper. In other words, find pairs grades for W, X, Y, and Z, these term papers. You want to find peer evaluations, grades for one for student W's term paper, one for student X's term paper, one for student Y's term paper, and one for student Z's term paper. Make sure that you find different evaluations, different peer evaluations for each of these term papers. Okay, once you do that, you're going to agree or disagree with these grades in detail. Don't write 1 or 2 lines indicating you agree or disagree with the grade. Explain why in detail. And this is very important to your learning. Is it a lot of work? It is, but it has a big payback. It'll really teach you a lot about writing. Okay, so find those 4 term paper evaluations. Make sure they're not all for one student paper. We need W, X, Y, and Z. Okay? And then 3, of course, answer any questions your instructor asks you in your essay thread. And I will be asking you questions about the grades you assign and also the essay rubric that you designed. All right, if you have any questions or concerns, I'm over here in inbox, and you can also reach me during office hours. And let me remind you, I'm going to go into home, that I have an optional Monday night Zoom regarding the essay rubric and the 4-term paper evaluations right at the beginning of the week, November 23rd. And this is the access information. I will be in Zoom at 6 p.m. to answer any of your questions. All right, let's have fun on this assignment and let's learn a lot.